As an organization, we are about 4,000 people, and a bulk of these people have to work in the field, right? Because we are in the business of logistics. We have to go to the customers, pick up their goods, take them to the airport, build containers, load these containers on our planes, and then take them across to 220 countries across the world, right? And we function in 750 cities in India. And all the people here on the panel and the people who are listening, we know that the real impact of the federal structure was so much realized during this period, right? We realized that nearly every state had the power to build on the terms and conditions of how we are unlocking or locking in the lockdown. And therefore, I think it was a big challenge for us to decipher what was going around in the country. We were one company in 750 cities, so to say. And for us to operate as an essential service provider, being paranoid about the safety of our employees. You see, and some of these words are so profound. So the purpose of our organization is connecting people, improving lives. You know, so we've often mused about this concept, talked about the purpose to so many people, but the purpose comes so alive right now, connecting people, improving lives. So what is it that a courier who goes up to pick up an important shipment which has to be sent abroad thinks about, right? He's thinking about the purpose that he's living, connecting people, improving lives. There are many firsts that we had to do. I think the only focus we had in the initial times was our people, and that's the only focus we have right now. And I think Amitabh said that, it was Sandeep Gambhir said that, Aksh said that if our people don't feel safe, our people don't feel that we are doing the best, what it takes to keep them safe, I don't think our businesses will survive, right? So I think that is paramount, and we've realized it when we were trying to come up in these 750 cities across the whole country. And I think what really kept us afloat was some integral fabric. Now, for instance, for many, many years, there are three things that we've been really focusing on. If our global CEO comes and stands and says, you know what, we'll talk about business later, I want to talk about three things. The first is safety. The second is compliance with the regulation, the local, and the third is cyber attacks, right? Somebody mentioned about cyber attacks before we got onto the call, really, but look at it. Each and every individual, if he's thinking safety and compliance, that is when magic happens. Magic does not happen when the CEO talks safety and compliance. Magic happens when every individual is living safety, is living compliance. I think that is the fabric which is holding us so well, because these are the radars in stormy times. And I think our radar is firmly in place. As long as we keep focusing and keep staying focused on safety, on compliance with the law of the land, the government is going to trust us, the customers are going to trust us, and most importantly, people are going to trust us. So I think safety and compliance have been really tested. How deep ingrained are safety and compliance as radars in your system? Right. And one more thing, sorry, Jyoti, if I may.
Of course.
Is that because, you know, we deal with tens of thousands of customers and we interact with them every day. And these customers are of all kinds, right? Entrepreneur, a startup, small and medium enterprise, very large enterprise, etc. In some way, what we're also trying to do is we are trying to influence and share with them, you know what, this is what we are doing. And when we come and pick up your shipments from you, sir, can we request you to do this so that, you know, both you and they're concerned about us, we're concerned about them. So I think we are working with our customers to raise the bar of safety in the whole process, you know, because transportation can get really, really stressed, you know, because if you look at the air capacities have come down, passenger planes are not flying. We have lesser people doing more job. So while demand has come down, supply side has also got constrained, right? So there is a mismatch. Whatever demand is there, supply is still constrained because there are lesser people, lesser vehicles, lesser aeroplanes. I think there's a lot of stress. So we're working very closely with our customers to make sure that some of the practices of the past are revised and we follow newer practices in terms of digitalization, lesser contact, paperless trade, and therefore improving the whole ecosystem to prepare for the new normal.